Hello everyone, my name is Subhankar Chakraborty. After a lot of thinking, we thought that we should start this new initiative where we specifically call campus recruiters because these are the closest people we interact with from academics to campus to transitioning to corporates. And like in 10-15 days back when we were having a company presentation with Yatharth sir, we discussed that if Yatharth sir would like to come to our campus. So Yatharth sir has come from Mumbai. So we are thankful that he has come so long to have this session with us. With that, we would like to start our inaugural episode of Coffee with HR. The topic is Coffee with HR from campus to corporate, the Grant Thornton. So we would like to start by knowing a little bit about you, Yatharth sir, how you transitioned from campus to corporate, what your background is, if you can.
Very good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me and warm welcome. So, to start with, GT being a brand, a global brand, and my journey started back in 2023. I am in business school for Mumbai, and there is my PGPM program in human resources as a post graduation. But after knowing about GT, it was more into something is good and they are way different. But to keep it going, you have to know something about it. You have to have great insights, good, say, research on paper, what the firm is all about. You have to consider that your ideology of what you want to do, what the firm is doing, should match, should be on the same line. Because if parallel line meets somewhere, it's like get to know good atmosphere. So that happened for me.
Okay, thank you for those insights, sir. So, for those who do not know, can you tell us a bit about what Grant Thornton is, what it does, and how it is contributing to the professional services industry?
Okay. So GT is into assurance, audit, tax, regulatory compliances, business consulting, transformation, public sector consulting, and whatnot. We are about in 28 industries and serving about 18 cities. To speak more about GT, we are way before culture and we look forward for great culture because for us, culture is something which shouldn't change. It makes the people much more comfortable, much more known to what the business is. Atmosphere should match. As I mentioned before, for me, it was something which was working around. And GT has this care values, collaboration, responsibility, authenticity, and risk.
So, sir, you are an HR executive at GT, and last we talked, you are also a part of the campus team. You are leading a campus program. So, can you tell us how your day-to-day look like? What work you do at the offices? Because we had a conversation, you were like, some days it's very stressful. You have to go one place to another.
Take it. I start usually by 9:30. It's 9:30 to 6 desk job. We focus not only on tracking deals, but for me, majorly being part of the campus team, look forward to get associated with campuses. For us, the reach out should be there. We should be taking the brand through our shoulders, having a stepping landmark of who we are, especially in the student community, because that's how the brand becomes initiated. It becomes a long story. कि यार हम क्या कर रहे हैं क्यों कर रहे हैं and I happen to get calls. I don't call people. We happen to get calls from campuses to get something or the other placements, internship drives, articleship drives, case study competitions. We have two case study competitions. One is for the PG batch called Case Nino. The other is for the UG batch which we have just started with called Case Quest. This is the very first year of Case Quest. Further with which we also have GT Thrive. It's a happiness workshop, happiness curriculum workshop by our internal trainer. And it's a 6-hour long workshop taking across on personal mastery, emotional mastery, stress, how to navigate anxiety, and what career making impacts can you create.
So, sir, many of our students are aspiring to build their careers in companies like Grant Thornton. Some have done CA intermediate, some have done BCom BA from good colleges. So, what should students keep in mind when they are maybe aiming to join GT or some similar firm?
For one thing which I truly find myself lying to is transparency. Transparency is something which doesn't come in nature. It has to be brought together. It's not a one-time process. How do you have good relations with partner? Transparency, communication. You get to have a good dialogue. So dialogue should happen. You should be in good equation with your partner. The partner can be your boss, can be a good time frame. You have to have that diligence of speaking around, speaking about what you feel free, what you feel irritated, what you feel much more anxious to know about. And certainly, if you have these things, the way to GT is not that short. It's like you are there, you just have to be onboarded. And firms like us are much more believing that how we should have people around you, how we can have people around thinking on how to make it forward. Because the journey doesn't end here. It's like as you get into, you have to take care of yourself, along with yourself, your peers. Along with your peers, you have to take care of the firm. The firm will definitely reciprocate the same because of what you give is what you take.
So, because you are also part of the campus, so when hiring fresh young graduates, what does the firm look for? What particular skills? Maybe it's technical skills, cultural skills, or problem-solving skills. Some particular things that comes to your mind.
I believe you have answered to my question, but to give you a better prospect of what we look at all these things, but the more important is of you being putting it across well. Communication is just part of. I find myself here speaking in English and Hindi, which I feel is comfortable for me to tell you. But you should be the same manner of if you know something, but to express it out, if you have some other way, some other tricks, you can definitely use it. It can be pen paper to state an example, it can be a form of a slider to showcase how the stats are going around the data to represent. And it's like आज ये करना है तो करना है. You should be doing it. You should make it because that is what you will be capable of taking it across. So, sorry.
So, sir, the transition from campus to corporate life can be daunting for many students. Some are freshers. So, how can students best prepare for this transition? What can they do? How can they prepare themselves within campus?
See, for campus, I feel it's important to have that picture in mind. If you think about something, आज मेरे को ये खाना है, खाने से ज़्यादा आप ये सोच सकते हो कि कैसे बनाना है या कहाँ से सामान लेके आए. Because if you have certifications doesn't happen by logging on the portal and making the payment and yeah, certificate तो मेरे घर आ जाएगा, मेरे को एड्रेस में मिल जाएगा, ये आपका certificate है. You have to get into it, and it is like both ways. You have to get into it, you have to learn, you have to give respect out of time by making yourself available for it. That's why communication on professional posts, how to stand, how to deliver, how to take across a client for lunch. Because these things are not taught across curriculum, but out of syllabus you have to go extra milestone, extra brownie point has to be put together. To my first day of onboarding, the day I had my team connect, my team was surprised to have me in office. We are a team of 4. I'm the very first boy. From diversity point of view, yeah, we are at good state, good numbers. But they were surprised to have me in office. I was thinking, ये सवाल मेरे को पूछ रहे हैं, मेरे को ऑर्डर कर रहे हैं कि आज ऑफिस में कैसे हो? मतलब जी ऑफिस भी आऊँगा ऑफिस का काम करने के लिए और कहीं जाऊँगा क्या? But it's ultra flexibility. I was clueless. I used to come down every day to office, Monday to Friday, around 9:30, 9:40. I was making a mark at office कि मेरे को आना है और मेरे को यहाँ पे काम करना है. Those days were really pathetic. I would say the word pathetic just because मैं एक robot बन चुका. आना है, जाना है, काम करके दिखाना है, and वो चल रहा था. आना है, जाना है, काम करके दिखाना है. So every time in my days back in college campus, I used to be odd man out. Dressing point of view से नहीं, attire point of view से नहीं, but from the ideology perspective. ये क्यों करना है? अच्छा करना है, इसको ऐसे क्यों नहीं कर सकते हैं? I had questions in my mind, but I always kept it in myself. I wasn't that loud. When I had to be loud, I used to take it across to my people. कि ऐसे क्यों नहीं, वैसे. These questions should come. These questions are respect. आप खुद के ऊपर work करो, and people will see this across. They will then think, okay, is this something which I am missing out? They will learn, and it's a learning.
This is an out of box question. So you have made your journey from an MBA professional to HR professional. So what's one thing about working in HR that nobody tells you, but it's everybody should know? You feel that everybody should know about this, but nobody tells you.
See, I don't get to learn this. It's something inculcated in me. Can be in my blood is follow up. फॉलो कोई नहीं सिखाता है, कोई बोलता नहीं. आप खुद से करोगे तो अच्छा है, खुद से लेके जाओगे उसको एक स्टेप आगे, that's good. Reason number being one, people will fall back to you later stating, where's the work, where's the delivery, what's the deadline. This is everyday story. Trust me, you're just about to start it in next few months. Or for you, certain people it will be after 1.5 years. This is gonna be every day. Follow-up is something people would take it across as तुमने नहीं किया, but they would make it कि यार तुम्हारे को करना था. And also maintaining a diary. Diary is something everyone maintains, but how do you maintain it by having a revision on it? 2 दिन पहले की चीज किसी को याद नहीं रहती, कल रात को क्या खाया किसी को याद नहीं रहता, बट बचपन का प्यार सबको याद रहता है. Yeah? So you should have a revision of things. I do it. In fact, for me, it takes about 10 more minutes to find it out. I will be भाड़ में गया बाकी काम, पहले इसको देखता हूँ. I do this. I just share something. Calendar invites आते हैं. There has to be something कि यार ये कैलेंडर अब पोस्टपोन हो गया है और रीस्केड्यूल हो गया है और नहीं तो कैंसिल हो गया है. I go back to that particular case, strike it off, or make a revision of rescheduled, postponed, which further date, what particular time. I do this. This is something out of benefit I do, and my team finds this really good. कोई नहीं कर पाता. People don't do it just because they simply miss out on time or they find it as an excuse. कौन करेगा? I have other things to do. Let me focus on that time. But this is not how it is. You have to do it. कोई घर आके तो ये नहीं बोलेगा कि कल की कैलेंडर हमारे पे ज्वाइन कर लेना, बहुत अच्छा डिस्कशन. You have to make your presence better. So respect two things is one is follow up and the second is diary. Make a diary of what you do. List out things. Take it across on an Excel sheet because that takes heavy. Yeah, I don't want to purchase a diary. 500 रुपए की मैं बर्बाद करूँ. Right? Start typing on your phone itself. Make notes. Things gonna be good for you.
That was great. Yatharth sir, so one of the biggest challenges of young professionals is work-life balance, managing personal life with work. So how did you manage that balance between work and personal life? And just does GT have any policies in place to support their employees? Those,
as I said, ultra flex benefit. We have these 3 things: work from home, work while you travel, and remote working, hybrid working, working from office, up to you. It's like तुमको जैसे करना है, क्यों करना है, we don't ask, but जैसे करना है, please feel free to do. And this goes by each and every team. Subject to it, as a disclaimer, team decides on how to come, when to come to office. तो ये मत सोचना कि यार जीटी में तो ऑफर लेटर में लिखा था वर्क फ्रॉम होम, I'll stick to it. Certainly, if it requires you to come down to office, certain meetings, certain training sessions, we have to be there. But we are really flexible. In respect to time, we work in the business hours. We also maintain our team. You guys complete within it. But in case we have some kind of deliverables, I extend myself, and so does the team. Because to complete with it, it's really good that you complete the same day rather than taking it the other next day as a backlog. And in regard to wellness, we are really good. We have associated with AHAMA. It's a platform where we have counseling support for all those people. I wouldn't say all those people, but each and every one who seeks advice, who seeks to have a communication on sharing how he or she feels. It can be something on anxiety, it can be something on stress, depression, whatsoever. And we celebrate each and every week. We have a calendar invite of having fitness Fridays. We also have Wellness Thursday, wherein this happens across on Zoom, just because it's a half an hour session to make logistics as a great step. We maintain this on Zoom. People happen to be working from home, so for them they find great space कि यार घर से कर लेते हैं, ऑफिस में नाचने लग जाएंगे तो फिर पता चला आपका नेक्स्ट वीडियो वायरल हो जाएगा. So that's one thing. We also have practice labs. We also have offsites. We look forward team bonding. Team goes on dinner, lunch, does have cocktail whensoever they get to celebrate, because each and every activity or each and everything which marks celebration should be done. It shouldn't be left out as कि बाद में देखते हैं, कल परसों कर लेंगे. So we do that. We also have sessions upon fireside chat, simply just like this. We have a session right now in person, though limiting to space constraints as we are located across India. We do it across on MS Teams. It's a fireside chat about 1 hour on each and every topic, way different from what the curriculum of corporate works. And this is with senior directors, leaders on navigating on various issues. Also checking upon how can we excel in it. And definitely this doesn't mark the full stop for performing well, but this is like an extraordinary step to go ahead with. And so does GTW.
So, Yatharth sir, before wrapping up with a fun segment, we have a rapid fire segment for you. Any other advice you would like to give our students? Any particular thing you would like to speak about? The stage is all yours.
Okay, so are you guys aware कि मुझे क्या करना है? Anyone? नहीं? तो यहाँ क्या करोगे? That too on a Saturday. Simply because I know what work I am here. Like, I wouldn't say I'm prepared. I don't know how the answers go, but you should be aware of why I am here and what you will be doing. कि कल सुबह किसी ने देखी नहीं है, but सपने सोचना, सपने बंद रखना, दरवाजे खोलना, दरवाजे बंद रखना अपने पे है. तो मैं तो बोलूँगा सबको खिड़की खुला रखो. चोर नहीं आने वाले हैं सपने खींचने के लिए और चोरी करके लेके जाने के लिए, but ultimately you should have certain plans. रात को मेरे को डिस्को जाना है तो फिर कपड़े सोचते हो ना, कहाँ से लेके आने हैं, क्या करने हैं, क्लबिंग करना है, दोस्तों के साथ पार्टी करना है. You get to do something.